Tuesday, February 26th, Pancake Day. Not a drop of batter in sight. Just another night in the office, scrolling mindlessly on my phone. A night beneath an indifferent moon, looking down on me like a great big eye through a peephole. But it's losing interest and has cataracts. Bad. I needed a case. I needed a case like I needed help constructing analogies.
That burn's going down, but I guess one more couldn't hurt.
I couldn't help but wonder, why does my internal monologue sound so different from my actual voice?
Hey, I thought I told you to cut that out.
Sorry.
A client?
It must be Christmas.
Pancake Day. Maybe it was the apple juice talking, but I hadn't laid eyes on a dame like her in a long time. A dress worth more than my apartment, and not a cataract in sight. She had a smile that seemed to say, I want to meet your parents and pet your dog. And a body that said, I want to call you daddy and pet your...
Cut that out!
Stop being sexist.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's quite all right. To be honest, I was getting worried. You've just been staring at me in silence since I walked in.
She could read me like an open book. Hey, that was a solid analogy. I should write that one down. I wonder if she's a dame who appreciates a good analogy.
Detective?
Sorry. I get lost in my own head sometimes. Like a tourist visiting a maze inside a statue of my own head. The maze is my troubled psyche, I guess. And the fact that I'm a tourist.
You are the great private detective Mona Ravona, right?
Well, I don't know about great.
I did know about great. And I was.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Ravona. Perhaps you've heard of me. I'm quite the prestigious blogger and a self-published author. Brandy, oh Shandy.
Brandy?
No thanks, I'm driving.
Of course. What can I do for you, Miss O'Shandy?
Oh, I've been targeted by the most heartless brutes imaginable. I've been a victim of leaking.
Oh, well, I appreciate you stopping by, but incontinence isn't really my area. Also, if you could not sit on the desk.
I'm not talking about matters off the bladder. I'm talking about sensitive documents.
I see. Leaked photographs?
Keep it light, it's only a sketch. No, it's... I can barely say it.
Apple juice?
Oh, no thanks, I'm driving. I was young, I was foolish, wildly out of control. I didn't know fan fictions were so hard to delete.
She wasn't the first person who'd put up furry fantasies online, and she wouldn't be the last. But she brought her mess to my door, and now Big Papa Mona was gonna have to clean it up.
Has it already hit Twitter?
Don't you mean X?
Not until 2023. Here in 1952, it's still Twitter. Let me just get it up on my phone. Hello? Get me Twitter. No, not until 2023. Thank you.
When I got through to Twitter, I quickly wished that I hadn't. After sitting through an ad for something called Huel, I found Brandy O'Shandy's teenage fanfictions, already trending. Chapter upon chapter of the most grueling, stomach-churning, grammatically incoherent, childhood-destroying, trauma-inducing, 50 shades of throbbing, purple-inspired, interspecies smut that had ever been poured into my ear. This couldn't be how the creators of My Little Pony had imagined their fans would respond.
Colorful stuff. But it's out there now. The genie's out of the bottle. The toothpaste out of the tube. The banana's out of its skin. The car's packed out of the garage, and the garage is collapsed behind it. What do you want me to do?
I want you to find the Mona Ravona. I want you to find the crooks that leak this and bring them to me, so I can shoot them with a tiny bullet from my tiny gun.
Is that yours?
No, it's Chekhov's. I'm not afraid to use it.
This kid had moxie. I had to give her that.
You've got moxie, kid. I'll give you that.
I know, but the doctor said it should clear up on its own. So what do you think? Are you going to take the case?
I'd had one tiny glimpse into this dame's mind, and I did not like what I saw. These fanfictions could only come from someone more twisted than a pair of horny students playing strip twister in Freshers Week. I'd have to think long and hard about...
Detective.
Sorry. Drifted off again. Brandy O'Shandy, consider Mona Ravona ready to face the case, seek the leaker, spy the guy, bring him in and get paid for my trade.
Was I making a mistake? Maybe. But now, like a well-made luggage tag, I was on the case. I'd start by checking out the usual suspects.